Namaskar, myself Pratik. In this session we are going to discuss conversion of ER diagram to tables. We are going to discuss handling of one-to-one type of relationships in this session. Let us consider this ER diagram. This ER diagram has two entity sets. One is principal and another is college. Principal entity set has three attributes, and the name of these attributes are imp number, name and address, which store the details about the principal. College entity set also has three attributes, and the name are college code, college name and college address. Here it is represented as C code, C name and C address. The relationship between principal and college is one-to-one. It means that principal can only administrate maximum one college, and for a given college there will be only one principal. So the relationship between principal and college is one-to-one. And in this session we are going to convert an ER diagram to tables having one-to-one type of relationship. Now we already know that if we have a relationship of one-to-many or many-to-one type, then we can move the primary key of one towards many side. Here we have a relationship with one-to-one. So by following the same concept, we can copy the primary key of one entity set towards another. Here we have both entity sets of one type. It means that it is possible to copy the primary key of any of the entity set towards another side. So there are two possible solutions in this case. We know that for every entity set we have to create a table. So let us first create a table for entity set principal. This table will have three columns: imp number, name and address. There will be one table for entity set college, and the columns will be college code, college name and college address. Now in order to store the information about the relationship of one-to-one type, we have to move the primary key of any of entity set towards another side. As both the entity set are of one type, we can move the primary key of any of the entity set towards another side. So there will be two possible solutions for this ER model. One possible solution is to copy the primary key of college entity set in principal table, and another solution is to copy the primary key of principal entity set in college table. Let us discuss both solutions one by one. So let us first copy the primary key of college entity set in principal table. So then principal table will have four columns. The column will be imp number, name, address and college code. For every employee number we have one name. For every employee number we have one address, and for every employee number we have a corresponding college code. So this table principal will have four columns, and another table college will have only three columns: college code, college name and college address. The other possibility is to move the primary key of principal entity set towards college table. So in this case principal table will have only three columns, and the columns will be employee number, name and address. College table now have four attributes, three its own attributes, so that will be college code, college name and college address, and the fourth attribute will be the primary key of principal entity set, that is imp number. So there will be four columns in college table in this case. For every college code we have one college name, for every college code we have one college address, and for every college code we have a one principal whose employee number is stored in this column. So this is the another possible solution, and in this case we have two tables. Principal table has three columns: imp number, name and address. College table will have four columns: college code, college name, college address and imp number. Both of these solutions are valid solution. So we can conclude that if we have an ER model with one-to-one type of relationship, then there is no need to create a separate table for the relationship. We just need to copy the primary key of any of entity sets towards another entity set, because both the entity set are of one-to-one type. In this case, both the entity set has a partial kind of relationship. But if one entity set has a total participation in the relationship, then we have a clear-cut guidelines to move the primary key of one entity set towards another entity set. Here principal and college both have a partial participation, as it is indicated by a single line. To understand the concept of total participation, let us consider this ER model. Here we have two entity sets. One entity set customer has three attributes with name, C number, name and address. Loan entity set has three attributes with name, L number, amount and balance. Here C number is the key attribute of customer and loan number is the key attribute of loan. This customer and loan relationship is of one-to-one type. It means that a customer can take maximum one loan, and for a given loan there is only one customer. The relationship between customer and loan is one-to-one. But here customer has a partial participation in the relationship, while loan has a total participation in the relationship. The partial participation is indicated by a single line, while total participation is indicated by a double line. It means that it is not compulsory for a customer to have a corresponding loan. Customer can exist without loan. So it is very natural that every customer is not going to have a loan from the bank. There will be very few customers who take the loan from the bank. So the participation of customer in this relationship will be partial. It means it is optional for a customer to have a loan, or it is optional for a customer to participate in this relationship, while the participation of loan in this relationship is total. It means for every loan there should be a customer. It is compulsory for a loan to have a corresponding customer. Loan cannot exist without customer, but customer can exist without loan. So the participation of loan is total, while the participation of customer is partial in this relationship. If we have an entity set which has a total participation in the relationship, now the guideline for such kind of relationship is to always copy the primary key of entity set towards total participation. It means that in this case we have to copy the primary key of customer entity set towards loan table. So in this case there will be two tables. One table will be customer, and in customer table we will have three columns with name, C number, name and address. And in loan table we will have four columns, and the columns will be loan number, amount and balance. And we will copy the primary key of customer towards an entity set of total type. So customer primary key, that is C number, will be copied in loan table. So loan table will have four columns. For every loan number there will be one amount. For every loan number there will be one balance, and for every loan number there will be one customer number. So if we have an entity set with total participation, then rule is always copy the primary key having partial participation towards an entity set having total participation. This concept can further be explained by creating instances of these tables. So here we have a customer table with three columns, C number, name and address, while loan table has four columns, loan number, amount, balance and C number, which is the primary key of partial entity set customer, which is copied towards an entity set of total participation. So let us create some instances. Let's suppose loan number 1 has this amount, this balance, and there will be one customer number corresponding to this loan who has taken this loan from the bank. So let's suppose the customer number is C1. For loan L2 there will be again some customer, and for loan L3 there will be again some corresponding customer. No loan can exist without customer. So always for every loan we should have some value for the customer, because the participation of loan in this relationship is total and loan cannot exist without customer. For every loan we have corresponding customer stored in this table. Let's check what will happen if we move loan number in customer table. So if we copy loan number in customer table, then let's create some instances of customer to understand this. Let's suppose this is the name of customer C1, this is the city, and let's suppose C1 has not taken any loan from the bank. Name of C2, its corresponding city. Let's suppose C2 has taken loan L1. C3 again has not taken any loan, and C4 has also not taken any loan. So you can see that there will be lot of nulls in loan number columns for customer table, because commonly only 10% customer take the loan from the bank. For 90% of records there will be null in the loan number column. So if we follow this strategy, there will be lot of nulls in the database. But if we copy customer number in loan, then there will be no null in customer number column. So you can clearly see that this strategy is better as compared to this one. If we have a relationship involving entity set of total participation, then it is always better to copy the primary key of one towards an entity set which has total participation, because in this case there will be no nulls in the database. So we can conclude for one-to-one type of relationship, if you have an entity set with total participation, then always copy primary key of one entity set towards an entity set having total participation. So always copy the primary key of entity set towards total participation, and in this case we copy the primary key of customer towards loan table. This is all about the handling of one-to-one type of relationship. To read more about this, you can refer my book Simplified Approach to DBMS, which is available on Amazon platform. I request you to subscribe this YouTube channel to receive latest video tutorials on topics like data mining, machine learning, DBMS, big data, NoSQL and many more. To learn SQL in a simplified way, you can join this online course on SQL, which is available at Udemy platform. To learn PLSQL, you can join this online course, which is also available at Udemy platform. I authored books on data mining and data warehousing, NoSQL, Beginning with SQL and PLSQL for beginners. All these books are available on Amazon platform. To read more about this, you can refer my website prateekbhatia.com. Thanks for watching this video.